I'm playing Best Fiends on a Monday night, so let's go on and catch up with power. But it's giving me, a C-volt battery, and we need a double D. Oh, Lord, we gonna open with coitus after we closed with coitus. Probably from that crappy product he's been testing. But at the barber shop with Diamond's sneaky brother and his henchmen, they're having a hidden meeting in plain sight. And he's going to get his vengeance on his bro. Oh, he had plans to go to college. So another henchman meets up with them and they're getting their crew together of smart men. Smart men. However, back with Tommy and the cut-face heifer, she's asking for a snack because she's a little hypoglycemic. Heifer, you just hungry. So he has the cut-face heifer follow Flynn's daughter. Across town with Flynn's daughter, she's approaching a Latino boss with her new product. And the boss agrees to work with her behind her pappy's backy. Across town, Tommy meets with Diamond for lunch. And Diamond says he's not worried about the dust-up he had with Flynn. He used to, but now he don't care. However, the second-in-command's son busts in on the brunch and tells Diamond he don't believe that he had anything to do with the attack on his aunt and uncle. It wasn't CBI style. So he wants to work with them because the drug game has changed and the real way to make money is together. We got both siblings trying to work behind their pappy's back. Child, he gonna croak soon enough. Across town, we got the cut-face heifer tailing the daughter. After that, we cut the Irish pappy's henchman, and he's going to see his son who's apparently strung out and living under a bridge. It's very ditch-like the ditch Kenya lives in. But at least Kenya has a pool. But I would be concerned about the moldy water runoff from Sheree's mold-filled edifice. So now Diamond, Tommy, and the Irish pappy's son are all in the parking lot waiting for the yardies. However, Diamond gets a call from his sneaky brother's friend saying, "You gotta pull out. The popo is coming. Somebody done tipped them off." So we see this truck full of guys with guns, waved them like this, and the police are chasing them. And of course the cop that Diamond knows and the cop that the son knows is in this little police convoy. So Diamond mentions he knows the police and Tommy's like, "Oh, if you got heat on you, you should have told me before now." Back with the daughter and her lover supplier, she said, "We gonna need more product." So the supplier, she was trying to act like she made it herself, but she said, "Well, I had a chemist." So the daughter said, "Well, let's go meet the chemist." Oh, Lordy. It is 8:05 in the morning. It is too early for this. So we got Tommy and the son in the car, and the son gets a message and invites him for a bevy boo. Where are they going? Where Maya works. So now they can get into a tussle over that twat. Quiet as it's kept, you need to move on from the both of you. Sell that soup, can it, and find a real man. She could be the next Dinty Moore. Remember Dinty Moore? Do they still sell those? They used to be good on a cold day with some crackers. So he walk up to the door and Tommy look at him and he's like, "You coming?" And Tommy look at him and Tommy's like, "Oh, we the same. We the same. She interchangeable dick. She done found a new version of the old you." He's like, I'm gonna take off. I ain't even gonna go in there and have you introduce me and I see. Tommy ain't gonna fall for the okie doke, and this was okie and dokie. I ain't never gonna fight over no man. Because the truth is, if his ass want to go, that is one thing men are good at. If they have nothing else, even more than the audacity, I'll say that's why we have space travel, so men have somewhere else to go. Ain't shit out there, ain't shit on the moon, but Jesus Christ, they trying to get there. They are truly and utterly trying to get as fast as just anywhere to go. Anywhere but here. If you can find a man that can sit his ass down, that's the keeper. If he ain't beating on you and he can sit his ass down, we can figure out financial struggles. I'll make enough money for the both of us. You know how to sit down. Ain't no point in you having no money if you ain't never here. That's why people move out to East Hampton. That's why people move out to the suburbs. Because it's like, you ain't going no damn where. You ain't going to have option to first, but Clyde up at the feed store. That's the only option you going to have. Feed store fuckery. So the son's like, oh, okay, well, that approach didn't work. So he going to turn around and say, well, I know y'all bumping uglies. Well, clearly that's her choice. You could have been kept her. You could have ran away with her, married her, but you too worried about your family. You see, you should have popped pops. It should have been a rocker boy, baby. But instead, you want to live in your pappy's shadow, siphoning off his savings. That's why God bless the child who's got his own. He said you ain't gonna be fucking her forever. And Tommy's like, wait, so you knew we were together and we doing business? It's because they ain't together. Meanwhile, Maya inside watching the whole little alter KK go down. He said, I just wanted to make sure, you knew what I knew when we was all on the up and up and you wasn't gonna try to off me while we out here trying to move. And Tommy said, money always comes first. I wonder how Maya felt about that. Girl, you gotta stop laying with these losers. Meanwhile, back with Diamond and his brother, the brother's peeved that he's trying to work with the Yardies again. He's like, if my friend hadn't tipped you off, you'd be in prison for life. Now, Diamond, I thought you was on something different. Now you trying to run the whole operation. Okay, girl. So the brother's upset that Tommy's just come in and seems to be second in command. Irish Pappy and his son, he's like, what are you doing working with CBI, Diamond, and the Yardies? The friend who's on the scanners was like, look, I do not want to get in between the battling brothers. I need you two to get right. I cannot pick a side. I don't want to get messed up, so I'm going to need y'all to solve that. Oh, gee, who is playing this father? Because I'm sorry, but go to Fanula Flanagan if you want to do a good Irish accent. She does a great one. This shit, child, I'm sorry. It's just not, I can't understand you, and it's getting on my nerves. But he going on and on about, oh, you want to challenge me? Everything I built, this was all for you. If it's all for him, then let him run it while you croak. Because you going to act like you going to pop him one. You going to get that fist up and get a good, you ain't going to be able to do shit. You should be enjoying your golden years, or what's left of them. And he said, well, look, either I'm a boy with you, but I can't be a man with Gloria. So go on. Meanwhile, across town, Tommy telling Maya he gonna find a different bar for a while because money comes first. Yeah, we do not need you pulling another Holly. So as he walks out the bar, who's there but the Irish Pappy? And the Pappy says, don't you drag my son down. Tommy said, please, he over here because he want to be. I'm pulling him up. You ain't giving him opportunity first. Then we cut over to the cut-face heifer. So she's walking in her hovel saying, fuck this day, not knowing how bad it's about to get, because then she gets grabbed. Where are the drugs? Yeah, Tommy said somebody was going to miss that 300,000. However, Tommy is busy with his brother and his brother's father, so it don't look like he going to be there to save the day. The brother's father said, oh, you got Kate's eyes. Do you have her asshole personality? He said, no. Well, kind of, but no. Oh, God. So the father starts telling him his life story. Tommy interrupts when he took a breath. He said, I'm on a roll. That wasn't an opportunity for you to jump in. Listen, learn. I am the same way. The cut-face heifer is still getting beat up in her house while they looking for the drugs. And now the Irish Pappy's son getting pulled over. It's the cop that he be paying off, and he wants to know, why were you with the Yardies? However, he said, you should have told me what you was doing. You on my payroll, and you need my money to save your sister. Who gonna help her if you go away? So back with the cut-face heifer, before they burn her eye, she go on and call Tommy so she can get they drugs. Girl, you really couldn't have cut that shit and gotten a new nest? I'm sorry, if I'm stealing money from somebody like that, I have an exit strategy. I ain't hanging about. That's some crap you pull off in the airport while the door has already shut. You taking off transferring the coin. So she sends him a message, meet me at the Heezy and bring Ghost. Oh, so we in the car with the henchman and the cut-face heifer. And they said the heifer that they work for can't wait to meet Tommy Egan. And the cutface heifer like, how you know about Tommy? So they sitting in the car waiting, and they ask her for her phone since Tommy late. And they say, who's ghost? No sooner than you see bullets come through the window, Tommy took the one guy out, she grab a knife and she get the other one real quick. So Tommy realizes that these are the Serbs from the past that she's stolen from since she says they've got a female boss. He's like, oh Lord. So he drops her off at the barber shop and goes to get Diamond. However, with the Serbian boss, her henchmen are showing her the picture of the cut-face heifer, and she's like, so that's who started all this trouble. Why does everybody duck when they're getting out of a helicopter? You realize, like, you could stretch your arms all the way up and you ain't gonna get cut. You realize that, right? Like, everybody ducking. It's like, you'll be fine. I don't even think you could jump and hit the propellers. They put them far enough up where you ain't gonna just walk into the shit. Diamond tells Tommy, look, your plans sound a little iffy. You might cut me in. You might charge me a tax. I ain't messing with the Serbs for this. Meanwhile, we got Tommy's brother's son getting ready to shoot up his club yet again. They sending a message. What message? I don't know. His friend wants to shoot his father, but of course the friend don't know that's his father. The father don't recognize the son, but the son recognizes the father. So before the friend can shoot the father, he shoots a street light out to get the neighbor's attention so that his friend won't pop his paps. They kind of snuck that storyline in out of nowhere. See, that's why it's like this just... I don't know if it's too much power. I don't know if this is just dry. I don't know if I don't like Chicago. They definitely don't show the pretty side of the city. But I don't know, but it's dry. So Tommy's brother asks his son, who he don't know is his son, why you messing with my club? And he just look at him and run off. We cut over to Tommy and he's spying on the Serbs. Oh God, but now the Irish man's son is back at the bar to beg for Maya. I'm sick of them. Back with the scar-faced heifer and the sneaky brother, he said, I'll give you 10 times this if you go on and kill Tommy for me. Oh my God, but now the sneaky brother falling for the scar-faced heifer. Well, it's good to know that somebody still finds her beautiful. I mean, that's nice. That no matter how we think we look, somebody else looks at us and thinks, wow, you're beautiful. That's a nice touch in a very dark story. If they both weren't murderers, we could root for them. It's tough to root for a murderer. Well, an unjustified murderer. Like if somebody kill your kid or something, you pop that ass in court, I'm with you. And I got 50 on your bail. Now, this is really funny. So we with the lesbian daughter and her lover, and then they bring in the chemist, and the chemist is a black lesbian too, giving you Angelica Ross vibes from that sorry season of American Horror. Ooh, it was sorry. But yes, black girls in chemistry. Lord, so the chemist done falsified some documents that she submitted to the FDA and they got proof. So they said, heifer, you gonna cook or go to jail? See, I don't know if I would trust a lying heifer like that because the look on her face was a look of concern, but I also saw the wheels turning where she gonna get your ass. Because I'm like, okay, I'm the only one with the recipe. I'm the only one that can cook. I'll give y'all a bad batch and poof, be gone. And you'll be so caught up in the government looking for you who's put poison out on the streets, you won't even have time to focus on me. See, I'll set your house on fire. You're going to have to worry about putting that out while I run down the street. Actually, I'll be riding my bike down the street singing, living my life like it's golden, living my life like it's golden, living my life like it's golden, 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 golden. Mm-hmm. She was giving me that. It's going to get golden for her, I hope. Cut to Tommy going over to meet with the head Serb heifer. And she said, who killed Ghost? I thought it would be you. So Tatiana started whining about the men that they done killed after he give back the coke. And he said, look, girl, you better take this L. And she said, well, how about I kill you? Pop, pop! The Irishman's son come out the side. And the Serbian heifer like, okay, you done killed both my men. Girl, you only traveled with 2 men in 1 car? Pfft, that's a weak boss to me. I'd have a few more soldiers. That was light work. And wasn't nobody paying attention to anything off to the side. Y'all was so focused on Tommy, you didn't see that velociraptor coming out the side. She said, well, if you gonna kill me, do it now. He said, okay. Stab, stab. I thought he was gonna let her live, but I guess he's like, nope, no loose ends. Okay, so now that the heifer dead, this gonna lure the big boss in so Tommy can try to kill him. Well, I'ma see you soon for this week's episode. It's almost getting good, but almost doesn't count. So we open with Tommy and his hovel going over the day's events. So Tommy goes out for a drive, and of course the Irish pappy daughter gotta pull up on him, and she says, ooh, I've got the new drug. Oh, Lord, but then she gonna kiss him to give him a little dose of this crap. Oh, how y'all kissing with no lips? Lord, damn, Tommy done passed out on the car. Lord, this crap gonna get everybody high. I don't want it. I like the high I get from a good video. So he go back and tell the cut-face heifer, we gotta get in on this. Oh, God, so Tommy trying to find out what's in the drug from Ileana, and she's like, well, how did you administer it? Did you smoke it? Was there an aftertaste? And he said, well, it was mostly tasted like lipstick because I was kissed into it. She said, ooh, well, I'd be buying the drugs too if Claudia Flynn kissed me. I didn't know you was a little Les. Across town, the cop that's working with the Flynns is now throwing Diamond in the backseat of his car when he was just out jogging. I always see people jogging by Lake Michigan, but I'm like, that crap has to be cold. Ooh, I see like the trees are budding, so it's spring. I guess it gets nice in Chicago in spring, I've heard. But I just look at that lake and all I see is ice. Like, They should have gotten better shots of Chicago. They make the city look so gray. So we find out that this cop that's working for the Flynns was related to a woman who ended up taking some of Diamond's bad stuff. I guess that was his mom or his sister or something. He said, well, look, I pulled it off the street and I made my amends with society. And he's like, hey, you ain't make amends with me? However, I know you getting a kickback, and other cops probably know too. You ain't slick. Diamond tell him, look, we could live in the past or move forward. And he says, get out of my car. Okay, so now we know he got an axe to grind, but I think he gonna end up dead by the end of this season. Back with the sneaky brother and his henchman, he's butthurt that Diamond snatched the keys of the kingdom and is heffing on with a honker. A honker. So the henchman says, look, if you don't want to mess with Diamond, then let's just start our own stuff. He said, oh no, I've put in 15 years and I expect a payoff. Then we shimmy on over to the Serbs, and the big boss is saying to some underling, I'm gonna need you to kill Tommy Egan. The cut-face heifer tells Tommy, we basically partners now. And Tommy's like, no, the Serbs know where you are. Take the bricks and go. I can set you up somewhere. But she ain't looking to be set up. I guess she like, look, I got one scar on my face. What's two? Iana said, look, we got history. So he's like, all right, you gonna do what I say? You gonna keep me in the loop? You gonna stay in here? All right, let's get back to work. I'm gonna go get us some more product and a little lunch for later. What am I going to have for lunch? I'll figure it out. Across town, we're having a lesbian lovers quarrel. The daughter's lover's like, I need you to move this product now. She's like, I need to be strategic. No other dealers can find out. Fuck other dealers, I need my corn. However, Tommy head over to Diamond. He's like, look, I need some soldiers because the Serbs are coming. So how much for a mercenary? Diamond said, well, that's going to run you 51% and a stake in the Serb pipeline. So Diamond just jumping back in both feet. So Diamond tell his sneaky brother the plan, and he's like, okay, that extra percent will add up. And we as black people will finally get to have equal footing in the city. Everybody wants to run the city, run the city. It sounds like a headache to me. I just want to run my little show and that's it. That's enough. That's enough. So Tommy come back and he trying to get the cut-face heifer to run off. And she's like, I don't know what else to do. I ain't bringing this to my family's front door, getting them murked. And he's like, okay, stay low. I'm going to be back. Tommy heads over to the daughters to make a deal for more product, and she's like, okay, what's the deal look like? He says 70-30, she says 60-40. And he agreed. So Tommy calls Diamond and the plan is in place. So we see the lover heifer pulling up outside of a warehouse and handing a folder to some guy. So of course Tommy sneaks into the warehouse and checks for him in the pistol. Child, he reached over on the stall, snatched the bag. The guy gets up, Tommy says, sit down. So Tommy puts the guy on his payroll because he's like, look, I got kids. He said, okay, you want to see him? Here's some money. Act like you got some sense. Hokey pokey. But back at the Heezy, Iana is going on and doing a little bit of this new drug. Maybe that'll help her figure out what's in it. Or maybe she'll turn into a mess. Only time will tell. Remember what happened to the baby Les. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Oh no, the heifer done got high and now she gonna go out. I bet you they gonna have to offer. They could. I'm kind of tired of her. She giving me boy chest heifer, and you know how we felt about her. Oh God. Now Vic, the Irish guy's son, I done finally started to learn some of these characters' names, picks up Maya and gonna drive her out to where he want to build her house now that he working behind his pappy's back. Oh Lord, I'm tired of them. So they get so overcome with the thought of their new house, they start humping on the hood of the car, but of course, the henchman is following his ass. I told you I'm sick of them. So the henchmen bring back the evidence and he's like, look, they in love and there ain't nothing else we can do. The pappy is like, this is a problem. He's like, it's out of your hands. So the pappy show up to Maya's bar to have a meeting with her. So he get to telling her, you know you pretty, but you ain't gonna marry my son. You ain't gonna have his kids. But then he get to coughing. I mean, you got cancer, but you still find time to be racist. Priorities. He gonna tell her your relationship with him started off as a dare. So if you want to pay me back, just walk away from him. However, outside, we got the feds watching and they see the pappy come out. They see his henchmen and they say, you know what? That is our way inside because we know he's about to make a big move. Cut to Tommy's brother at the house watching home movies and he snaps a picture of Kate. I guess he gonna start looking for her. I don't know why. Tommy told you not to. Back with the pappy and the siblings, Vic rush in. I can't believe you threatened Gloria. You know this fool. So the son says, look, don't think I won't choose her over you. And the pappy slap him and he walk off. The daughter said, look, he ain't built like you. Give me the reins. But back at Diamonds, the crew's getting ready to take on the Serbs. Over with Ileana, she got hemmed up by the Serbs. Girl can't win for losing. So the Serbs want to know where is Tommy. But now we got the sister stopping by. Maya's, Lord, what's she gonna say? She tell Maya, look, I know my brother bought the land. I'll have it transferred to your name. You could sell it, move on, be a wealthy woman. Maya said, look, your pappy don't scare me and he got cancer. You think you gonna come in here with $2? Heifer on, heifer on. The daughter like, wait, he's sick? What you talking about? She like, just get out. You don't clearly know what's going on in your own family. Oh, now we're gonna find out that secrets have been kept now that secrets have been spilled. Okay, you finally getting good. It took 4 episodes. Y'all could have calmed down on the coitus and picked up on the plot. Across town, we've got the Serbian skirmish. It's pew, 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 and pow, pow, pow. They taking out the whole crew. But Brick lost his friend Cy in the shootout. Oh, back with the lesbian lovers. The girlfriend gets a call that they ain't got no product. Meanwhile, the daughter is like, I already ciphered that shit away, but I ain't telling you since you want to keep secrets from me. So the girlfriend go to storm out, but of course the daughter got a killer. I guess this is her first kill because she's like, oh my God, come on now. You're supposed to be all cruel, cold, and calculating. You want to take it over. This is step 1 of the job. Often people. Back with Tommy, we're at stage 2 of the Serb takeover. Another skirmish. Oh, and during the skirmish, the sneaky brother loses one of his henchmen. You know, all this shooting and planning, it's easier to make legal money, even if you make a little less. And I'm sorry, y'all smart as hell. Y'all could cook up something legal. You could do a courier service or something. I mean, really, I love going to work every day and I don't have to worry about bullets. I was in the Army. There were days when I had to go to work and worry about bullets. I'm glad I gave that up. Moved on. Like, that's some young people shit. All that anger and everything. Oh, it is so good to be 39. The calm that you have. Just, all you want to do is just eat yogurt and sit down somewhere. Have a beer. You ain't even trying to get drunk. Just 2 beer tipsy. And head on home to watch a rerun. I love it. Child, now the backup Serbs pulling up. So they thought the big boss was going to be at the second location, but he ain't. Meanwhile, Tommy gets a call, I'm guessing from the cut-face heifer, and that's where Mirkovic is. Well, I was half right. It was Mirkovic calling himself. He said, eye for an eye. I got you, heifer. I knew she was going to get killed anyway. He gave her ample chancel to move on. Some people just hard-headed. He asked the crew to help him find Ileana, and they like, I'm sorry, we weren't hired for that. That's out of our job scope, so we're going to go on home now. So we ended with Tommy racing through the city looking for Ileana, Vic wondering if Maya gonna be with him, Maya holding the deed wondering if she gonna sell the property and run off, the pappy trying to do a lung test and them lungs is shot. So Tommy finds the Serbs, they hand over Ileana, but they say, we could just kill you both, but that wouldn't make things even. However, all of a sudden there's a drive-through and Tommy tells them to get down. If there's a drive-through coming and these people are about to kill me, I ain't saying nothing. I'ma just fall back. I'ma see it come. Whoop. Be on your little Kim. Whoop, 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 whoop. Child, Ileana got shot during this thing, but the bullet went straight through, so this cat got 9 lives. It's nice to see Tommy being caring about a friend, though. Oh, and at the end of the episode, we see it was the sneaky brother who did the drive-by, and he was trying to pop Tom. Well, I'm going to see you soon for Black Ink Crap.